Now I want to go into something else. And no, I'm not going to show you the evidence here because there are dead men's triggers on this, okay? And they're to several people that I know, okay? And I'm going to cover it quickly because I know I'm running out of time. This pedophilia thing is a major problem. I first was exposed to that, and I'm just going to admit it here, just so you know why I became so interested in it. I was, okay, abused by a government worker when I was about 11 years old, okay? And I won't go into the details about it, but it was a pedophilic situation. And it was only because of a state senator who got involved in it that got me out of the situation, okay? Just telling you the way it is. All right. In 1991, or thereabouts, actually it was prior to that, it was several years before that, I went into a Mormon church former general authority who wanted to admit to me what the church had been doing to me, the LDS church. And I'm not going to go into all the particulars, but basically I recorded him without him realizing I did it. And after certain things happened over the course of some years where I was still a target of these people, I finally went to the FBI and gave them the tape. And the agent's name was Johnny Turner. Okay? Now this is after I'd worked with the FBI on other things when I was in the Army and as a police officer, so I knew the problems with them. And I said to Agent Johnny Turner, who was a great man, by the way, I'm going to give him a lot of credit. I told him, I said, well, you know, because he was saying, well, we're the FBI, we'll make sure it happens. I said, no, I know what this is like. This is a political thing, and this is your people in D.C. are going to end up trying to cover this up. After he listened to the tape, he put the earphones in. He said, that's the best evidence of a civil rights violation I have ever seen that the LDS Church's security had done to me, who a lot of these people are former FBI agents, CIA, Secret Service, etc. Okay, well, guess what happened to the general authority? His name was George P. Lee. After this was given to the FBI, and I did George P. Lee a disservice here, and I mentioned it in my book. They accused him of the same pedophilia that they engage in. Some of the top leaders in the church and throughout. Why do I say that? 1991, Elder Pace reveals it in a memo to the first presidency. It's squashed, and he's sent off on a mission somewhere. I got involved in the Franklin cover-up with Senator DeCamp. I don't know if he'll remember when he called me and he asked me to send him some information on a photo lineup that had specific church members in the photo lineup. Church members, church leaders. In addition, there was Murray Police Department evidence back when I was on Murray Police, and I was told this by the investigators that they had a certain, I'm not going to say it here, okay? It's important that I can't say it here. But it was a major general authority of the LDS Church at that time who was caught on video camera soliciting minors in a public bathroom. The videotape was sent and kept in the evidence locker at Salt Lake City Police Department and disappeared. How do I know that? Because I knew the evidence custodian, and I'm not going to say his name here. The bad guys will be able to put all this together. But mind you, you evil ones, the dead man's trigger is out there, okay? Further, this evidence on the Franklin cover-up thing also brought in, of course, a lot of political figures that we know as household names today. So there it is. Yes, I do have the evidence. I was even privy to a court document that came in from California that was going to charge, the state was charging or involved in at least a discovery at that point of a leading church official in the LDS Church. I mean a leading one who had been accused of abusing his granddaughter. That I still have that court document. Okay, why do I mention that? Because this pedophilia network indeed takes in politics, corporations, ecclesiastical organizations. Look at the Catholic Church and this poppy pope. disgusting individual, as are many, I'm not saying all of them, leaders of the Mormon church, but they all know that they can't expose this because it's dangerous. And I'm certain that this exists in evangelicals, in born-agains all over. It's permeated throughout our entire culture. And it's something that the MSM could investigate and find out, but they won't. So don't you, Stephanopoulos, and all the rest of you phonies, demand evidence when you yourselves refuse to supply it. By design, because you are covering it up. You are co-conspirators, co-accomplices, all of that. And the FBI and the DOJ are just as guilty as the MSM and the people that are committing these hideous, heinous crimes. TMI. God help us.